the Frauscher 1414 Demon. This is the walkthrough video. This is a boat that has no equal. Dan Jones is my name. You're watching Dan's Boat Life. We're doing a detailed walkthrough right now. If you're interested in how this boat drives, and she is an exciting one, follow the link coming up on your screen right now. Come with me. I'm here with my mate Scotty, who now lives in Spain. He's giving me a hand. Thanks, buddy. So we're doing some filming together. We're here in beautiful Palma, Mallorca. I know it's called Mallorca. I was just having a play with you there. And the guys at Frauscher have been so kind to give us access to this boat, and maybe some more coming later this week. And I've got to say, before we get stuck into the walkthrough, a family-owned boat builder shows in the way they build, and it shows in the way they deal with people. And I've really felt that this week, dealing with Stefan Frauscher and the whole team. So if you're looking for something that's just absolutely exquisite, and something that the whole factory really deeply cares about, to the point that every single screw on this vessel is lined up so the screw heads match, that's what you're going to achieve on a Frauscher. It's a piece of floating art. Anyway, we came here to do a walkthrough. So come on back here and try and get some of this in shot, Scotty. We've got this fixed transom here, which is part of the enjoyment. We're not going for extendable drop-down platforms or anything like that, because when you look at the exterior profile, which some of my drone shots will be cutting to, we've got this wonderful carbon piece on the side. The whole boat just frames you. That's what's going on. So what they've managed to do underneath us here, we have a hydraulic lift up and we have a dinghy garage. So we do have the option to get into shore via an inflatable dinghy. So that's super handy. And out the back here, we've got a number of things going on. So I've got my shore power plug-in just here. I've got my first of many speakers which go all the way around the boat. And then I've got my carbon pole slot just here, so we can bathe the boat in shade. So we've got carbon poles which drop in here and around the boat, and we have a mesh shade which goes over the boat to protect us all. We also have dotted all the way forward fender holders, but they've been designed in such a way that they're hardly noticeable. So very important on something like this. Got my flagpole holder just on this side, and behind Scotty on the port side, we've got more speakers. We actually have the electric operation for the bathing ladder, which will deploy from the port side, and we have the hot and cold shower just here. So your options to get on board are on port or starboard, because the sun lounge is centrally mounted, and this is all high quality stitched leather just here. The whole deck is teaked, and you can choose whatever colors you like. But every single fixture and fitting on this boat, from the cleats to the hinges to the courtesy lights, have been color matched. Even the fridge, everything has been color matched. The speakers have got Frauscher logos in them. So the details that we're going to see on this boat are absolutely amazing. As we enter, we've got some practical features. So it's not all sexy. They've managed to design some super sensible features into this boat which allow a solo or single operator to drive the boat. So once you have done your med mooring, as they do over here, they just hook up on a line at the bow and then have two lines at the stern to step on and off the transom. I know the Yanks and Aussies do it a little bit differently, but you're going to need to haul in your fenders. So both on port and starboard side, we have facility for these very large Frauscher logoed fenders to stow vertically. So you can have 4 on either side, which is more than what you need for med mooring. And then immediately next to that, we've got these neat little lockers just here. So that's a really good place for some fins, goggles, all that sort of swimming apparatus. And you have one of those on both sides. So as you enter, you can actually put the wet stuff on either side, put the fenders away, and then if you need rope storage, you have more options just here. So that's not bad for rope storage, and same again on the other side. But once you get into what we would refer to as the heart of the boat, this is where all the pleasure takes place, because you and all your mates are sitting in this wraparound seating setup and you're socializing. That's what you do on something like this. The heart of the boat, which we'll get to in a second, is where you can prepare all your drinks, but working our way around, we've got everything is on hinged setups, so we can have more storage for guests' bags in here. You don't really need to do that because the accommodation is so impressive downstairs. You could throw quite a few duffel bags, but that's an option if you choose. The companionway cover has its own custom storage just underneath this aft seat here, and then we have a matching storage area over here on the port side. This table is a work of art. So, a couple of drink holders, wine bottle holder just here, neat shape, which doubles as grab handles as well. But when it's deployed, we're now allowing people on this side and this side to sit at the table and enjoy a bite to eat. But I just want to show you something. So come in down here, Scotty. So this is the table leg, obviously, but pop this open. Check that out. So sexy, little details, simple, but I love it. That's the sort of thing you see on this Frauscher. Whilst we're here, we've got access straight in to the tender garage. So you see the leading edge of the tender garage just there. That looks like holding tank. Checker plate above, and below it is our 1,200 litre diesel tank. And so what does that mean? Very good weight distribution. Having the diesel tank central mounted and deep and low like that means your performance is going to benefit from that, and we certainly experienced that in the test drive, separate video. So speakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We saw some more out the back. There is more. Now, when we get to the entertainment station, this will pop up. It's got its own latch to hold it down just here. And excuse me sniffling, I've had a little bit of a cold from all the flying that I've been doing lately. Too much air conditioning in aeroplanes. Got a barbecue just here. And over on the port side, we've got our own sink, which once again has been professionally color matched, and the ice maker, also color matched. She's on right now. A couple of windows down here which go down into some amazing accommodation. Keep watching, we'll have a look at that in a sec. And then making our way to the helm. Got a bin on the starboard side, but let's get all this in shot, Scotty, and I'll just go through all the details that we see. Now, you can't touch on the helm without talking about the Frauscher windscreen. This is a hallmark of the Frauscher brand, these windscreens. I can't imagine the amount of hours that go into manufacturing and getting these right, but it's so important because this windscreen, in my personal opinion, is how I picture and how I think of a Frauscher. Whenever I see these windscreens that these guys manufacture, and then when you combine it into the speed and the performance that they give you, it's just so exciting. So you've got the central support pillar just here, and it's just one big, beautiful piece of perspex supported on either side by some metal supports which have been curved very professionally. If that guy anchors on top of us, I'm going to give him a yell, but anyway. So we have glove boxes on both sides, good for storing phones. We've got drink holders. We've got our bow thruster just here, got the joystick here and throttles there, which I demoed in the test drive. Forward, you've got all your analog gauges. So we've got our fuel tank in the middle, we've got our RPM on either side, we've got our trim setting just here, our temperature and our pressure just there. It's digital start stop here and here, and then we have all of our switches on either side of the GPS just here. Everything has been flush mounted. Fusion display on here. This is the quick operation of the anchor, and then we've got a fridge just here. Okay, we're going to speed this up because I don't like the way some of these Spanish guys anchor so close to us. So making our way forward, we once again see all the color matching, the fine details. You just can't miss it. When you spend an extended amount of time on a Frauscher, you just look everywhere you look. It's perfect. You just can't fault the boat. So once again, all the screws are lined and matched up in the same direction. Just after Scotty, I forgot to mention, there's actually a whole bimini that protects this cockpit. So that deploys and we can all sit protected in shade. But come forward, because I bet any of you who are interested in this boat are going to want to relax and enjoy this space. This is your sun lounging space. It's epic, and I'll just walk around here so you can appreciate how much bow we have right now. You could come up here with a few, beach towels and cushions and what have you, and really, really enjoy it. We do have a little bit of boat swell coming in right now, but I've got some grab handles forward. I've got cleats here and here. More of my facilities to hang fenders right up as far as this far forward, which normally you shouldn't really need, but for a med mooring situation, I can see why you would. We've got a fixed windows there and there going down into the main cabin, and a forward facing one, escape hatch and ventilation just there. This anchoring setup is a Frauscher hallmark. So we just did that. I'm going to be cutting to some shots right now, but it really is button push simplicity. The hatch opens up, the anchor deploys, and the stainless steel chain and anchor go down to the bottom, and then the hatch closes. It's happened seamlessly and it suits the boat. The other thing worth pointing out, the anchor does not hit the bow because they've designed this bow roller to protrude out at a sensible distance so we don't have any risk of damaging the bow. Very important for a flat stem bow boat. So I think it's time we go check out the interior. So we've decided to come back to the marina because I wasn't entirely trusting of the anchoring abilities of some of our neighbours over there in that beautiful bay. But now is our perfect opportunity to show you downstairs, and come on with me, Scotty. So this is the difference between the Demon and the Demon Air, where the Demon Air is more of a day boat. The Demon, this is a proper overnight boat. First thing I want to point out, notice how I didn't even duck my head coming through these stairs. So most of you, if you are 5'7", even if you're 5'8" or 5'9", you probably won't hit your head coming down in here. And then when you get into the main part of the saloon, you got 6 foot of headroom in here. It really is quite spacious. You immediately get greeted by these skylights here and here and here, which bathe this area in natural light. And then you just check out the interior. It's just so good. It really is. I can't stress enough, guys, that these guys, they're on their own level in terms of the quality, fit and finish, and they're not hiding anything. Every single floorboard can be opened up and you can access the systems inside, and everywhere you touch, you continually get impressed. So that just looks like a bow thruster battery there, but the flow coating and the finishing of all the structural parts of the boat have just been done so well. So that's just really good to see. But coming through to the galley, we've just got these curved timber. I'm going to call that like a light oak. I don't really know what it technically is called, but it looks like a light oak to me. And then you've got all this pantry storage up the top here, more Frauscher glassware, wine storage just here. We got some 240 and 12 volt there. 2 burner cooktop, flush mounted, not a lip or anything. It's completely flush mounted, and you have a little lip just here to stop things sliding off the side. Then you've got this sink, which looks like it's all built into the one piece. I don't know if that is one piece. It's so hard to tell. Okay, there's a little line there, so it must be somehow manufactured in 2 pieces, but it looks like one. The tap fitting is pretty cool, and then complements this stainless support here, and then all of the extra storage down here is a lot deeper, but it's hiding another fridge. So we've got the fridge next to the helm, we've got the fridge down here, and we have the ice maker, and even some of those storage lockers could also be used as eskies. So that's all pretty cool. So coming forward, just stay there and hold all this in shot, Scotty, because I want you to try and get this into perspective. You could put 10 people around this table. Like, look at the amount of space we have here. It's amazing. It's exceptional. I think it's deceptive when you first step down below, and then when you actually sit down, you realize this is ginormous. Another nice little touch here. I think that's the Frauscher's grandfather just there, and this backlit little feature just here. And the lighting is not down lighting, it's all strip lighting, which is underneath a leather forward and aft panel. No, is that leather or is that macro suede? It could be macro suede. Even the speakers are set into the glass. Now come on a little bit closer, Scotty, because we've got these leather seats. They do have the right amount of incline on them so they're comfortable. This really would be a lovely place to come and hang out, and it is an air-conditioned space. We were testing that at the boat show. The air conditioning outlet is over there, and it just wafts the cool air through this area. But you've got this table here, which is once again its own work of art, with this timber inset forward and aft with the sicker really, really nicely done around. And this would be a perfect eating table. It's another option if you just want to be out of the sun. But this will drop down, cushions go over the top of it, and it's a massive bed. You could, just think about it, you could sleep this way. You can obviously sleep that way. So two people are going to be massively comfortable, but just another really cool hangout zone. And if you've got kids, you know, this is a good option to send the young tackers down and hang out and watch the big screen TV right there. And you don't have to have the aircon going because we have a forward-facing opening hatch just here, which doubles as an escape hatch. So you have the option. So what we're going to do, we're going to just check out the main cabin. Before we get there, just these doors on these massive hinges with these door handles. I've never seen any door handles like this on a boat before, but the workmanship to manufacture and mount something this large, substantial and heavy must be epic. Like, I've been to a few boat factories before and you don't see many people doing stuff like this because this has to stand up to the forces of the sea. So that's impressive. Come on in and you'll be blown away. Once again, not ducking my head. Okay, now I will. But I'm gonna actually lie on this bed to give you guys some perspective. Just come in here, Scotty, and get all this into shot. Look how much space we've got. So you could clearly sit this way, but you could also lie this way. And look at me there. Oh my God, the mattress is incredibly comfortable too. What is this made out of? It's great. It's a foam, must be one of those memory foam ones. So we've got 240 and 12 volt charging there and there for your phones. We've got some reading lights. We've got some storage lockers on either side. We've got some more storage on port compared to starboard because the companionway goes down on starboard. The aft edge of the companionway, you've got access to your air conditioning, so that's technical access. And then you've got hanging lockers just in here. Actually, I'm not going to open them because this is a privately owned boat. You don't need to see the owner's stuff. More 240, light switches just here, and even the floor in here is still accessible. But all important, you're on a Frauscher, you're going to be looking cool, or you better look cool when you step off this thing, because pulling into this marina, you attract a crowd. I think we had, what do you reckon, 6 people standing around looking at us. It's how it makes you feel, this boat. And I tell you what, everywhere you go, it makes you feel fantastic. But all important, full height mirror just here, so you can check yourself out in the natural light underneath the skylight just there. And you can hang all your coats or your beach towels, 1, 2, 3, 4 hangers just there, so you can keep things nice and organized. So that's amazing. Before we get to the toilet and shower, I'm just going to show you another, just a little hallmark of the quality of this thing. Come in here and have a look at this. That is an impressive electrical display. Look how well laid out everything is. And look, it's all marked. Everything has been done so professionally. When they put that sort of stuff on display, you know the builder is proud of his or her work. So just come around this way, Scotty, and let's check out the head, because it's a massive one. You step up onto teak slatted floors, and I'm backing up into the separate stand-up shower right now. So I've got a whole shower set up just here. I think this thing goes up and down, got a window just here, and you can do the sit-down shower like this or the stand-up, depending on if the boat was rocking around. What's underneath us here? I'm not sure. I'll get back to that. And then you've got this nice porcelain bowl just here, The toilet has got plenty of space. Just look at all the space you have here. So people of all sizes and heights are going to be comfortable in this boat. It really, you're not lacking space whatsoever. But we've got storage behind here, here and here, proper mirrors, more storage underneath here, loo roll holder there. The only thing, no, that can't be the loo roll holder because that'll get wet possibly if you, so it must be in here, must be in here. Yes, in here. All right. And then we also have an air conditioning outlet in here as well. Decent size mirror. So this area is going to feel fresh at all times, and you've just got plenty of space to operate. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. This boat clearly, to me, is without equal. The Frauscher Demon is a beast of its own making, and I absolutely love it. This is a boat that you get if you want something unique. This is a boat that you get if you are unique, and this is a boat that you get that inspires emotions. It's clearly that style. If you're that sort of person that wants to feel amazing in an amazing creation, then Frauscher is talking to you. It's not trying to appeal to everyone, and that is the idea behind this boat. I'm not going to link to another boat right now because, as I said, this really is without equal. So please enjoy this because I surely did. Dan Jones is my name. You're watching Dan's Boat Life. See you on the next one.